Almost closed it off here. This is one of my first character. I miss World vs. World. Don't do I play both ways of World vs. World. There's two ways to play it, right? Zerg, and the other way is you know, a small group scaling a small scale PvP. Like you go and capture a camp or something, or a little tower. But like the Zerg, I enjoy both ways of playing, the Zerg and the other one. So yeah, this was my baby warrior. This is Dan, by the way, on his Griffin. He helped me get into Final Fantasy, actually. He's the one that helped me. He's the one that made me play Final Fantasy. That's him. I'll actually show you guys. I even have a command for Dan. Dan's a homie. So, Alninio met Dan during first Guild Wars 2 stream, September 2019. So, I even have a fucking Twitter video of me playing like a song for him. Oh, he was playing a song for me, sorry. So you started zerging with random people, yeah. Yeah, exactly, like, the flow kind of takes you with the zergs. I love joining Discord with them and just talking on how to properly win, like, because they make important call-outs to actually succeed. It's fucking crazy. I don't know, I like the sword so much, I kept taking screenshots of the sword. This is my warrior right here, and then I changed my hairstyle because I thought it looked more badass to have like a Siri hairstyle. I thought my glam was so cool. And then I upgraded my armor to be like gold and black. And I had this was like the part in the story where I like started getting like crazy good like a crazy good amount of XP, and I just start mass leveling. So I think level 60. Oh yeah, here I visited. This is the aerodrome. This is where raids begin. You see this right here? You enter this door. This is where the raid lobby is. The aerodrome. It's in Lion's Arc. And I spent all my time in there, to be honest. I mean, I literally spent all my time in there. That was my entire duration in Guild Wars 2. This was when I hit level 70. PvP, yeah, this was PvP. I was shitting on people in PvP. I had the most damage and most kills, so I thought, hey, let me take a screenshot of that. Level 80. I hit level 80 for the first time right here. This is the max level. And then I got a warning. Some fractals may cause injury, physical trauma, blindness, or death. Because this was like considered endgame at that point, right? Like fractals were considered endgame until raids and stuff started coming in. So pretty much anything can be endgame, really. This is my first ever mastery point. You can use mastery points to like upgrade shit and upgrade like your loadout. I was 0 mastery point. So this was an unlocked mastery point. Really one of the best things is the mastery point system in this game. They give you access to like a bunch of shit. This was when I picked up this cool gun. I thought it looked pretty cool. I bought my first exotic armor here. This is the first exotic warrior armor. Here's my build for warrior. This was core warrior. It's not Berserker, because Berserker would be down here, and you wouldn't go defense. You would go discipline. Discipline was fucking pog. You literally had an ability in discipline where you have like axe ferocity and it does like a shit ton of damage. You have like increased crit DPS with just discipline. And the build was like you would go double axes. Ending of the main story. First expansion. When we killed Zaitan. PvP. Oh yeah, I got the Zenith Greatsword here. I glammed my shit a bit more. Oh, I got this epic greatsword gifted to me by someone. I forgot. I think it was Jasco. Oh, yeah, here's when I changed my glam. I used this greatsword and I changed my glam. This was my new glam. I made it like... I really love the Aura set, so I was a big fan of that. So I went for this glamour, changed it up. This was the Halloween event. Oh my god. It's crazy how I remember all this. Oh yeah, this is when oh my god. This is when Air got deaded, dude. This was a really sad moment for me. I took screenshots like mad. My first mount. My first ever Raptor. This one was a very memorable moment for me. Because the mount system, like this is when I first started such a big moment in the game. Like Path of Fire was a very important expansion. Oh yeah, here I'm screenshotting how many people are doing this event with me. This was my first time doing, I think, I think this was the first time I started doing, what do you call it? This meta event. Yeah, this one is the Battle of Tarir. My first time doing it. Oh, wow. This is when I first unlocked Berserker. This is the elite specialization. Your warrior turns into a fucking badass when you unlock this shit. Especially Headbutt. Headbutt gives you like max adrenaline, and it's actually the opener for your warrior rotation. You would press Headbutt, and then you would break the Headbutt self-stun because it stuns you. You headbutt, imagine you headbutt so hard that you stun yourself. So you have to break your own self-stun. But it gives you max adrenaline, so it's worth as an opener. It's fucking crazy. I love Warrior. Oh yeah, here's why I thought my helmet was cool, so I put it on. Because I reached Berserker. And then I locked Outrage. This is like the build, basically. It breaks your self-stun. So Rage is a very important ability. So you basically headbutt, break your own self-stun, and then immediately Adrenaline into heal, into Adrenaline. It's like a reset for Adrenaline. So you do so much DPS with that. It's crazy. This is when I first made my Necro. This was my second character. I made the Necro. This is my first time fighting Claw of Jormag. I got cool gear here. I thought it was pretty badass. So I just kept playing with this new gear. I finished all the Fractal Attunement Master Quotes. I was very proud of myself when I got there. So 68 Mastery rank, baby. And then here I got the cool backpack piece. I thought it was badass. My first Thief. This is my first Thief. I had to end up playing Thief because ultimately I wanted to play as Assassin, and so I made my Assassin, which was very, very important to me, who I later changed, by the way. Someone in the Whispers said, oh, I think because they liked my glam or something. Warrior God, he said. Oh yeah. Oh my god, this was the first time I raided. Okay, this was my first raid. This is Wing 4 Cairn. Basically, this boss, you have to like fly over, and it's an arena. You can get knocked off here. And then again, this shit's like fucking spooky. When I first went on this shit, I was literally like, holy shit. This boss, it was so epic the first time. But honestly, this boss is actually one of the most brain dead bosses of all time. Like this boss is actually fucking brain dead. If you cheese it, it's a brain dead boss. You just literally stack up and stab. You just have one guardian popping constantly. Stand your ground every time the boss does it. As long as you have Alacrity and you have reduced cooldowns, you don't care about none of this shit. Like you just pop it, you sit there, you stand your ground. It's easy, easy cheese. Here I was like, wow, there's so many people. I want to take a screenshot. This is Canon. This is what I was doing. Living World. Oh shit! This was Living World Season 4. I was actually fucking shocked when this happened. Oh my god! Like when they killed off Aurene, bro, I was like, this some fucking bullshit. This part was actually really emotional for me. Like this part really got me. Like this is such a big moment for this game. The ending of Living World Season 4 was actually so sad. Like when I saw my fucking dragon that I've raised since the beginning of Heaven's Ward. Oh my god, since Heart of Thorns. This part got me. This part got me real good. This was fucking strong. Very powerful story. Here's one I wrote Krakatoric. And this part was badass. You literally ride on a dragon, dude. Look at this fucking story. You ride on a dragon, you're chasing a big ass dragon. The sequence was actually insane. And then I took a screenshot here, maybe for my glamour, I can't remember. Changed my glam up. I used the Path of Fire glam, changed it up even more. Now I have shoulder pads. So I kept changing my glamour. I'm gonna screenshot these. Oh yeah, I screenshot these to remember. I screenshot these for the collection. Where those sweet FX at? FX, dude. Oh yeah, here I was chilling with people. Glam is a never-ending adventure. Exactly, dude. Like, constantly changing glam. My warrior looks so cool now, though. I make love with the head of a death cat. What the hell was I doing here? What the hell was I doing? I don't know, what's this screenshot? Oh yeah, I put on a mask here because I thought it looked badass. Changed my glam some more. Got my ascended pieces now. Now I have full ascended accessories on my warrior. Got a polysaturating reverberating infusion. Now infusions actually add like an outline to your already existing piece, so you can make your character look cool with it. Lump of mithrilium. You had to craft these. I have so much mithril. I still have like a shit ton of mithril. Lump of mithrilium. You need these for ascended. So this was really, really important for me. I had to get like a bunch of these. Ectoplasm was a pain in the ass to get though. So this part right here is really important. You can only craft daily. So every day I would craft 1 lump of mithrilium. It's really important because that's how you make your ascended gear. And then here I was behind a group. Zoljas. Oh, this is my ascended greatsword that I crafted. Took me a while to get all this stuff. Like when I first crafting my ascended for the first time, it's actually a lot of fucking effort, man. Getting this shit was tough, but I ended up getting it, and I thought it was cool, and I equipped it and showed it off, right? And that's my new ascended greatsword. And here's when I think I made my warrior guide right here, warrior raid guide, because at this point of the game, I was already raiding. Like at this point I was raiding already. I had greatsword ascended, you know, I was geared out. So I started raiding like around here, right? This is when we started raiding, and here's my static. Oh, this hurts. Okay, so wow, this was my first kill. Ugh. Okay, this was my first kill, man. With my static MAM. This was the static I used to play with. Sadly, we no longer talk to each other. But these were my fucking homies, dude. This was my first ever Veil Guardian kill. And this is Dan, this is Rain, this is Fabian, Julian. I don't know where the others are. They're not in the screenshot. This is my friend Dan. This is the person that you saw in the beginning screenshot that was on the Griffin. He's the one that actually got me into Final Fantasy as well. So this is Dan. And this screenshot in the back is the Cairn kill. This is my first time killing Cairn for the first time. Wing 4. This is my first kill. I took a screenshot with Dan. This is my first kill in Mersat Overseer. First ever. This is right after Cairn in Wing 4. You can see on the map, they're all moving forward. They're going to the next boss, which is Samurag. And that's Samurag. Samurag, this is my first ever Samurag kill. Like, kill after kill after kill. Like, I was progging this shit, man. Samurag was such a great fight as well. So I learned, like, all the mechanics and made sure, like, I'm not gonna suck with my group. And I joined the static, like... really... early on in my gameplay time. I only had the warrior. That was my only class, only warrior. So I just played warrior. Look, even Rain said here, we'll show off Deimos, but we won't be going for his kill. So this is because they wanted to show me the next boss, but the next boss is actually the hardest one in Wing 4. So the next one is really hard to start with, but it's one of my favorite bosses right now. Like, it's the best. And then we ended up eventually fighting it, and we killed it the next day. And I got a Hearthstone's Mastery, and we killed Deimos. This was such a memorable moment for me. This boss was incredible. He had like these pizza slices, and you had to dodge them, and you also had to dodge a black pole on the ground. If you step on that black pole on the ground, it starts spreading around the entire floor like wildfire. And look at the map here. Look at the arena. Look how small it is. If you fill up the whole map with black oil shit, right? Like, you kind of fuck your group. So you never want to stand in it. So you have to dodge away from it. Otherwise, you're going to pretty much fuck your whole group. So I really like Deimos. Took another screenshot with it. Alright, and this is me and Rain. And this is my first time that I got my Ascended back piece. So I got the Ascended back piece here, and it was fucking insane. This was like the first time I had an Ascended back piece. It was really hard for me to get an Ascended back piece because you had to have Bitterfrost Sweet Frontier, which is a different map completely. And I didn't own Living World Season 2. So getting a backpack piece for me here was fucking huge. So I got the best. Oh yeah, it was a giant cat at one point here it's like an April Fool's event. And bro, it's just a fucking giant cat. And I took a screenshot. I was like, wow, what is this? And there's the cat. And they do all stupid shit sometimes with cat. Look, there's another cat with a wizard hat just like gazing down on us from here. There's another cat here just kind of like looking out. I thought this shit was hilarious. And there's another cat here. I jumped up and just saw the cat just this April Fool's joke was so cute. And there's like literally 4 of them. Like one in Lion's Ark. So I'll tell you all the places. One was in Lion's Ark. This is the one. One's I forgot where this was. I think this was yeah, this was the Black Citadel. Right, this cat was in the Black Citadel. You have to look very closely, but you can find it. And this one is in I forgot the name of the city, but it's the Norn starting area. And this one is in the Asura starting area. Look at me in the chat. I'm like, this is Doom 2.0. Doom 2.0, dude. Oh, that's so good. Oh, here's my static, guys. No, wait, this isn't my static. This is SG. Oh, right. Okay, this was like another group I went with, SG. They're actually a PvP guild, right? And they wanted to try raiding for the first time. So I was like, yo, guys, I'll help you out. I'll help you kill the boss. I know how to do it. I can teach you guys the mechanics. And they were like, yo, Alninio, cool. Okay, you know, help us out. So I teach them the mechanics. We died a million fucking times, but we ended up killing it. And I actually brought Rain in, by the way. I brought Rain, and I brought Rain, by the way, is my static leader. So she's from MAM, right? So I brought her. I'm like, Rain, can you help me out? I'm helping these people out, you know, to help with the kill. So it was Rain, and it was also someone else. I forgot who, but he was playing Chrono. So when you stop streaming, play. Yeah, sure, I got you. Yeah, yeah. After I finished showing all these screenshots of my guild too, sure, I'm down. Oh, here's why I got my Aura Greatsword. Oh my god. The Aura Greatsword, I love this weapon. I couldn't believe it when I had it. Like, I was like, god damn, this shit's fucking spicy. And I actually, it wasn't like crazy, but I really love the glamour for this. The Aura Greatsword was amazing. Yeah, this one you had to do like Heart of Thorns content for it, and you had to acquire certain pieces for it. I used it as glamour, and I loved it so much. This is my warrior. And then, oh, I had such an amazing view here. I had to take it at the time. This was PvP. I got the most damage and 18 kills and 7 deaths. My warrior PvP was fucking crazy. I got 23 kills and 0 deaths in this one. 239k damage. I'm top DPS. Like, I'm peaking on my warrior. Here I took a screenshot showing that I have Leyline Gliding unlocked, because in raids, guys, you have to unlock this. So I had to acquire enough mastery points, because in Win 3 Zera, you can't do that raid boss unless you have all this. So what I did was I joined a Crossroads Inn. That's a Discord server. And they like, yo, we need proof that you have these mastery points and show us your name. So I'm like, okay, Alninio, 0.5964. That's my name. The 0.5964, by the way, is a random generated number. It happens for every player. It's just like that. But it's so, like, Alninio can never be taken because, you know, random gen numbers. So there's only one Alninio. Well, there could be multiple Alninos. But anyway, basically, that's just the way it is. I had to show them proof that I had Leyline. And also I had to show them proof that I have the Jackal, because in Wing 7 raids, you had to use the mount, like the mount to actually enter the area. You can't enter the area without a sand portal and without the mount. So I was like, yep, I have the proof. Here we go. I have shifting sands. I can enter through that sand portal. And you had to have a Jackal for that. Here's my guild, MAM. This was my static. The group that we basically started raiding with. And yeah, it's crazy looking back at this. We had the toilet paper emote because we kept wiping. And the day we never wipe a single day, we would remove the toilet paper emote. So like, if we would remove the toilet paper, it was like an inside joke with our group. Like, if we never wipe on a single day, we will remove the toilet paper as our emote. But because we kept wiping, we kept it. So it was kind of fucking hilarious. But yeah, that's MAM. Here, I think is that Jasko? I think that's Jasko. I think I was looting stuff with him in... yeah, I was doing Auric Basin here. I'm not sure what I screenshotted here. I think my name or something. Here, oh, one of my favorite characters got ripperonied. Rip. This was one of my favorite characters in the MSQ, in the main story, and this part got me. I took a screenshot of her, but Almora was... I joined the vigil, and when she died, like that part fucking got me. Ice Brew got me good. And another glamour upgrade. So this time I used the color Cinder and Black. I was like, you know what? Let me change up my glamour some more. So I changed it up Cinder and Black. And I put a rose in the back because I thought it would look cool with the Greatsword. And so this was my warrior at that point in time. Right, so I glammed it up, going all in. Right here we were escorting Dragon Stand meta event. And then this is my warrior glamour for Condi warrior. So this is actually when I started playing conditional damage warrior. So I had two builds, right? One was power and one was Condi. And when you play raids in Guild Wars 2, you need to have a Condi class. You need to be able to do Condi damage. Because some bosses in Guild Wars 2 for raiding, power warrior isn't good. Because Condi is just better. So I had situations where I had to basically upgrade, have two builds, one power, one Condi. And so the Condi one is basically the longbow. And you would do Condi damage with this. Like your F1 is like a AoE dot on the floor. It's like fire and it's crazy strong. There's no damn way I've learned that you do so many. What's up, like this black guy? How you doing, dude? I'm an MMO guy, dude. Like I went all in on this. I have like 1,400 hours in this game or something. That's Guild Wars 2. Gonna go down memory lane right now from beginning to end. And yeah, this was my Condi warrior, and it was incredible trying to learn it. Here we were doing fractals. Oh right, this is Jasko. Oh, my boy Jasko. I'm still friends with him, by the way. He's such a fucking homie. Yeah, I was playing him and can get crazy. Yeah, especially when you make friends and have communities and stuff. Like I met Dan on day one playing this game, and I joined his static, and then I met the group, and it's just, I guess it's both sad, and it's both sad and, what's the right word? It's both sad and memorable, because I don't talk to the static anymore. Like I'm not part of the... Like I don't talk to them, you know. Things have happened, guys, alright? So, things have happened, alright? Let's just say that. With me and my static, things have happened. Things got out of hand, and, well, sadly, it turned out the way it did. And so, yeah. I still talk to Dan, though. I talked to him recently. Like, he's cool with stuff. Rain is probably never going to talk to me again, though. Rain's out. Rain's out, guys. But just looking back at this, it's both sad and memorable, because I cherish the good times we had, though. And here we were doing the fractal. More fractal. Jasko was my homie, dude. Jasko, me and him, like, we would always do fractals together. And with Grovak, I'm still friends with them, by the way. Jasko and Grovak, they're actually homies, legit. Here was my first, like, I guess, kind of World vs. World experience, where I'm, like, triking this. Oh, look at me. I'm level 5 in World vs. World here. I'm playing with Josh here, by the way. I'm playing with Josh, because he plays Guild Wars 2 as well. And we would have this group, and we just constantly back and forth fighting these guys, man. Like, give us the fucking point, you know? We're trying to defend, we're trying to capture, we're trying to defend, we're trying to capture. This fight was actually crazy. I remember that. Here is my first ever Renegade. This is my Renegade, who I later changed to be a Sylvari. So think of it in a way I fantasiaed my male human to be Sylvari female. And this is the first time I picked up Renegade, and it turned out to be my all-time favorite class in the game. I love Revenant. I think it is hands down the best class ever. Yeah, it's phenomenal. And then I bought the Greatsword. The Greatsword, the Seven Reapers Greatsword. Oh my god, when I got this shit, I was like, yo, that's it. That's it. And then the nicest thing happened. My friend Jasko, he looked at me, he said, you like the sword. It's your birthday. 7th September. It's your birthday, Alninio. You know what, Alninio? Have the sword. He gifted it to me, dude. This shit is expensive as fuck. He gifted it to me, dude. I was about to cry. I was like, holy shit, you gonna give me this shit? I know I said I wanted it so bad, but this shit is very expensive. Right? Well, you didn't have to do that. He's like, man, it's your birthday, Alninio. I remember that moment very clearly, and this sword is so fucking epic to me. I was so happy when I got it. The glam for it is just perfect. And then here is like, oh yeah, you had to ping ally and shit here. Oh yeah, look at this wholesome message someone sent me. Hey, it's me, the Scarlane Commander. Sorry for bothering you, and I know you were joking, but what you said in map chat was very kind and made my night after a very tiring and long day. So I just wanted to let you know, plus some little gift. Bye and good luck. And they gave me 10 gold, 69 silver, and 69 bronze. And I remember this commander distinctively, like Scarlane Commander, by the way. What they're saying is, in the meta event, you have four commanders, and they all go in a certain lane. I was the Scar lane, and this meta event happens like every 2 hours, by the way. So it's like straight up a meta event that you go to every time to do it. Griffin, I haven't unlocked it yet. The Griffin, this was like a demo for the Griffin, so I was still working on it at this point. But I loved the Griffin. And then I got this Infernal Greatsword because I didn't have the 7 Reapers, so I got this Infernal Greatsword, which I thought looked fucking epic. It's like a flaming sword, and I looked so badass with it. So I kept with that. I took another gliding screenshot here. Oh yeah, because I got Adroit Evasion, right? Because I signed up again and I got Tier 2. Yeah, in the Discord server for raids, Crossroads Inn, I took a second screenshot. Because I leveled up more, so I wanted to show them like, hey, I leveled up more, you know, here's proof, so I can get tier 2, which is, tier 2 basically means a higher tier of raid players. So if you're a tier 2 raider, it means you're gonna play with tier 2 players. This isn't something that's a system in the game, by the way. It's a system that the Discord server has if you want to play with people of your same skill level. That's basically what it means. And so I showed my kill proof. I showed that I have kills. I showed my logs. I showed my DPS. I'm like, yo, here's my damage. Here's my shit. Here's my this. Here's my that. So it's like you have to tell them how good you are. And once they see, like, okay, you're pretty good. You know, 30k DPS on Warrior. Okay, yep, you're given tier 2. Here you go. And it's just that simple. And it all depends on how many kills you have and all that. So right here, this is the kill proof, right? So you can see right here, I actually screenshot the kill proof. So I have 15 kills on Veil Guardian, 18 kills on Gorseval, 10 kills on Sabbatha, 14 on Karim. But sometimes you get random tokens. Sometimes you get 5 or something, right? So this was very early stages of my rating. Like very, very early stages. This was like not even like a few months in. But this is all my kill proof. And basically I would bank those for proof that I have killed the bosses, right? So boom. And then this is me in PvP, Infernal Greatsword. Pinged my KP some more, I went up, I did wing 4. I started like, oh god, that scared the shit out of me. Yo, Jack Mag, thanks so much for like 8 months. So yo, send him much love, by the way. Thank you so much for the 8 bat months, dude. Hey, thank you. Jack Mag, you're a bro. How do you like the hero, by the way? I love Astro right now. Yeah, by the way. Sorry, I was too involved in what I'm talking about. I love Astro. Astro's sick. Yeah, I'm loving it so far. It's fun to hear about this. So excited. Yeah, thank you, Sharonko. Yeah, it's a memory down. It's a trip down memory lane, dude. Like, this was like very early stages when I got my kill proof, and just like, I had to take a screenshot to show them proof that basically, you know, like, yo, I'm not a shit player. Like, I got off the wing 1 to wing 4. I only have 5 Deimos kills, though, because Deimos was actually a very hard boss. Deimos was considered to be the hardest boss in wing 4. It was tough. It was tough as fucking nails. But Doom is probably the hardest in the whole game. Doom is no joke. But Deimos was tough. Deimos is actually... Deimos is like... Okay, you guys know how in Final Fantasy, when... the Heaven's Ward raids released for Pepsi Man, and Pepsi Man Savage was like the static wiper, static destroyer, whatever people called it. You know, the Pepsi Man boss. Think of Deimos like that, kind of, right? He was the static wiper. Deimos, you don't fuck with this guy. This boss beats your ass to the ground. you had to do some, you had to play properly, and like people really struggle to understand this boss. But eventually, like in PF and LFG in this game, they ask you for 50 tokens of this. It means you've killed the boss at least 50 times. If you don't have the boss killed 50 times, you can't join the party. And so, for me, like, okay, so how do I join parties then? You know, I only have 5. That's where progging came, right? So I progged, I worked hard. And now I'm sitting at shit ton of KP, right? So I learned the shit out of it. This boss was, I had to put some effort to learn it. Here's PvP, I did ranked, leveled the shit out of it, I loved it. And here's Bastion of the Penitent. This is the Wing 4 raid boss. This is the wing that includes the Cairn. Also, this person looks like Riven. I was like, holy shit, you really look like Riven. It's actually insane. Good one. And this is the Riven glamour that this person had. I was like, that's pretty cool. You got the Riven glam. I'm impressed. So he kind of glammed himself like Riven. I was like, wow, it's pretty good. It's pretty fucking good. You're not wrong, you know? What, about the Riven or about the Deimos thing I said? I'm not sure. I think you're talking about the Riven one. I don't know if it was stream delay. Oh shit, yeah. Here I screenshotted the Riven, yeah. Look at that. The hairstyle kind of almost got it down. Just a bit more, kinda, and it would be perfect. But it's very, very good. Lots of LFGs here. I'm not sure why I screenshotted there. So here's how my KP has improved. So now I have 9 kills on Deimos. I have 25 kills on Samurai. So this is the part in Guild Wars 2 I was starting to become really good. Like, I was really starting to pick up the pace. I was starting to become good at the game. And I started, like, mass farming those KP. I played with my static. We got shit down, and I started to understand the bosses more. And the more I played with my static, the better I got just in general. And I started to understand the boss more and more and more. I'm not sure what I'm saying here in chat. Finally, fuck. Deimos Coffer. Oh yeah, when I killed Wing 4, I was like, finally, I killed Wing 4. Holy shit. And I'm tier 2 now in Snow Crows. Yeah, that's the server that I'm tier 2. So I was really happy that I got tier 2 and that I accepted into tier 2. Because I was able to play with better players, basically. Holy shit, Black Guy for the 3 months with a tier 1 sub. Dude, I'm holding this right now, dude. Yo, thank you so much, Black Guy. Yo, seriously. Send him much love. I appreciate that, dude. Oh my god. And here, what was I screenshotting here? Oh, I was screenshotting the marks on the table because they were actually part of the main story. Oh, so get this. In Icebrute Saga, you had to remember the symbols. So I remember, okay, triangle, bam, bam, and then bam. So I took a screenshot of it because I had to find those symbols on trees. They're like markings. So they're markings of the char. So I took a screenshot so I remember them. I remember that part. Oh, Doom. This is the boss I was talking about. So this screenshot you can only do it in a certain way where the boss doesn't aggro, and I did it, right? But you have to do it a certain way. I forgot how. This is the hardest boss in the entire game. Doom. Guild Wars 2, the hardest, and it's in Wing 5. This one beats your ass. Doom was no joke. This boss was tough. I took a screenshot with him. I think this is this was my attempt to kill it, because I knew the mechanics at that point. Doom was tough. Here, I saw a Crystal Desert Mastery Insight in the air. I was like, how the fuck do I get this? So I take a screenshot, and I message my static. I'm like, yo, guys, look at this shit in the air. How the fuck do I get it? Like, you need a flying mount. Oh, I don't have a flying mount, so I'm fucked. So I didn't have a flying mount, so how am I going to get this? You can't. You need a flying mount. So I had to work on my sky scale, which I eventually got. And I started getting messages at this point in time, right? So I was starting to become quite good at the game, and I started making raid guides. I started making raid guide videos teaching people how to be good at raids. And that's at the point in time where I started doing that. Because I actually started becoming quite good at this point in the game, right? So someone messages me, Berserker guide. Hey man, great guide on the Berserker. One question though, I'm still a level 80 beginner noob. At some point, you mentioned swapping axes by having one on each set. So I wonder how big is the damage gap. Thanks and keep it up. And I responded to him and I told him, like, teaching him all the ways. Like, people started coming to me, telling me how to play the game, and I thought it was really cool. So I started making more and more guides, and multiple classes, not just warrior, and that's when it hit off. Like, that's when it started. Here I screenshotted raids. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, SMH selling raids. Yeah, people sold raids. Fun fact, in Final Fantasy, you can no longer do that. Actually, in Final Fantasy, if you do selling raids, you actually get banned. You get fucked. They made a new rule in Final Fantasy where you can't do that. And Guild Wars 2 has always existed. Always people selling raids all the time. They make fat cash too. Like, they sell raids, they make a ton of gold. Like, not real money, in-game currency. Here I'm glamoring my new sword. Jasko gifted me the sword officially, and now I have it on my back. And I looked so cool. I got the epic sword, I got my glams, I got my cool gloves. I felt like a fucking PUBG champ. Like, this is the point in the game where I'm popping off. That's still a thing just not on the surface. Oh yeah, just not on Party Finder, right? But they do it outside of Party Finder. Yeah, because I heard like something like, if it's on Party Finder, you get fucked or something. Yeah, I guess they still do it outside, though. God damn, this sword was so epic. I was so in love with it. And at that point in the game, I started really tryharding. Sabbatha! Taking a screenshot of Sabbatha. This is the Wing 1 final boss. This boss mechanics is easily, by the way, the best in the whole game. I love this fight. This fight was excellent. Excellent fight. Happy birthday, Alninio. Congratulations. It's the anniversary of your character creation. So, at this point already, guys, it has been a year. It has been a year since I started playing this game, and Guild Wars 2 devs, you know, sent you a happy birthday. And this was the point in time where I have been playing this game for a full year, and I was like, God damn, we did it. We've actually been playing this shit for a year. I stuck with this game for a long time. Here I'm learning Revenant, how to play Revenant, and eventually became one of my favorite Condi classes. Here I took a screenshot of Fabian while he was AFK. I don't know why. I'm gonna add you as a friend. Hit me up sometime if you need a banner slave. This guy watches my YouTube channel. He noticed me in game and he was like, yo, add me up. So I was like, okay, that's Pog. So banner slave. He's another banner warrior homie. Oh yeah, look how many fractal, not fractal, look how many ascended chest pieces I had. I raided like fucking mad, dude. I raided like mad. I was like, you know what? It's time to gear a different class. I have all these ascended chest pieces that I gotten, all these coffers that I can open for my class. I got a lot of shit. I'm ready. I'm ready to play Renegade. And this was the point in time where I picked up Renegade, easily becoming one of my favorite classes in the whole game. And this was my Renegade. There it is. This is my first time playing Renegade Alacrity, which pumps a lot of cooldown reduction. This turned out to be my favorite class in the whole game. I loved it. Started buying accessories that are ascended. I missed out on a few pieces, so I started racking it up, and boom, I became full ascended on my Renegade, except for the backpack. I think I get that later, though. But this is the part where I started playing this shit. I took it serious. Condi Warrior. Changed my glam for it. This is my Condi Warrior. Made a guide for Condi Warrior as well. This is the point in time where I made the Condi Warrior guide and going all in. All in. Teaching you how to play it, how to do damage, 30k DPS. That's what you want to aim for usually. But yeah, Condi DPS Warrior is not a joke. It fucking slaps. Here's my new glamour for my Renegade. I glammed it up. Still one of my main characters at this point. Here's my Warrior. Changed the glam. Added a blindfold. And here's my Savari. This was... Oh yeah. I was doing a hero point run because at this point in time, I had to unlock Herald. I don't have Herald spec. So if I don't have it, I'm going to do a party run. So I did a hero point run with Astri. I still remember this person perfectly because they're in the PvE guild with me. Here I'm role-playing. I'm literally just role-playing here for a YouTube thumbnail. Praying to the gods of Tyria. Because in the lore, the humans worship the gods. So I always just laid down here and roleplayed for some reason. I was an RPer, man. Banners. These are the warrior banners. I slapped them down, took a screenshot for it. I had to make a YouTube thumbnail, so I wanted to do this. So I took banners, screenshot. I looked so cool. Look at me now. I look so cool.
From Daily Roots to Wonderstale, what are some recommended methods of leveling? Ooh, it depends what level you are, but Beast Tribes. Unlock Beast Tribes, do those. They actually are really good XP. You'll thank me later. And they're good XP because you can do them daily as well. So if you unlock Beast Tribes, get down to it, dude. Some fat XP. Blue Angel Wings look sick. Oh yeah, that's just like the background. That's the background of the ether. Ether? I don't know what you call it anymore. From a few screenshots ago. Oh yeah, those wings? Oh yeah. There's a meme with this one. The meme in Guild Wars 2 is if you have 100 people wearing this wing, it crashes your computer or something. It's so much CPU usage. It's the game's fault, by the way. Even if you have the best PC in the world, this backpack was like, people hated it because it dropped your frames like fucking crazy. Right here, oh yeah, I started doing CM fractals. Hold on, let me loop the music. I really like this song, by the way. Oh, let's actually play that. Yeah, that'll do. How do I screenshot? Oh. How do I full screen? Oh, there we go. Back here. Started doing CMs, making our journey. And then I started fucking around with people in Lion's Arc. Everyone became a sloth, and we were just running around, slothing around. And it was wonderful. Very memorable moment. Started working on my Ad Infinitum Legendary Backpack. This is the first step. Imagine like relics in Final Fantasy. You know how you have step 1, step 2, step 3? This is like it. But there's a legendary in the end. When you finish it, it becomes a legendary. You can stat swap it. It's extremely valuable. This is what the first step. I finished it. I was very happy with that one. That one's a really that one's a grind. This backpack is a grind. I found a gift here. I was like, what the hell is this? So I took a screenshot of it, showing my keybinds. Unlocked eventually advanced crafting for Pact Commander. I had to get Pact Commander 5 out of 5. That one was pretty important to me. I started selling a lot of shit here for my crafting shit. I just bought everything. Crafting, I went all in on crafting in this game. And eventually, I unlocked the Ad Infinitum, the legendary backpack. It took me a hell of a grind to get this. It took a lot of time, but essentially, this was my first ever legendary ever piece. And you can stat swap it as freely as you want. So this part was fucking huge. Oh my god, you're more of a help than the Lodestone Sir. Oh wait, there you go. For the 100 bits. Yo, this black guy. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, dude. Yo, I'm sending much love to this black guy, alright? Not that black guy, not him. No, this black guy. This guy. Yo, keep it rolling, dude. Let's go. Keep it rolling. Have fun with FF, dude. I just look at the last time I joined your stream and it's like a thing now for me. It's such a memorable, it's like this black guy thing, you know? Lovely. Alright, catch you around, dude. Catch you around. And there it is, that's the Infinitum. Do the same for Final Fantasy, I swear you won't regret it. Oh, like Relic? Yeah, I got the Sasuke Relic and it felt great as a glam piece. Like for Final Fantasy, it doesn't feel, I mean, it is bis in the end. Oh, crafting, oh, sorry, you mean crafting, never mind. So here's the Ad Infinitum in the end. You actually have to craft, you have to get crafting pieces to finish this Ad Infinitum, and this is eventually how you look when you equip a weapon. It goes bright mode, and it just looks godly. It looks incredible. Oh, right here, I unlocked Commander. I unlocked Commander tag for the first time, the Catmander. So you see that icon above my head, guys? The icon above your head here signals that you are a commander. Now I have the ability to place waymarkers. I have the ability to lead a group. I have the ability to start a raid group and place markers, because no one can place markers unless you have Commander tag, and you have to earn that shit. I had to earn that shit. It took me a while. It cost a lot of money. So not anyone can place markers. Only a commander can do that. And if you're a commander, you're commanding like big groups sometimes, like Zergs and War vs. World, or it's like Mentor. In a way, think of it like that, but kind of. Because no one can place waymarkers except you, so it means you grinded the shit out of this game, basically. If I have a commander tag, it means I grinded for it. I grinded this shit, I got my tag, I got farming up a lot of money for it as well, and I have the ability to lead raids, and that's exactly what I did. I led a raid, and I taught 9 other people how to do Wing 1 Veiled Guardian. And we were all in Discord, and I brought them in. I was like, this is how you do this is how you do that. I literally taught them the mechanics, step by step, and placing waymarkers, and the commander tag kind of helps you do all that because you can't place waymarkers otherwise, and people trust you more when you have a commander tag. So it's not like the mentor meme. A commander tag in Guild Wars 2, the commander is always, they know what they're doing perfectly. And mentors, sometimes they're memers. They don't know everything, right? But commander tag means, 1, you have the ability to lead raids, and 2, you have the ability to control Zergs in World versus World. It's all over the place. No one does it. It's heavy responsibility. And if you put yourself with a mentor tag and you walk around the map, there's going to be literally on the map a giant cat tag around the map. So people want to go to your cat tag. Oh, he's a catmander. I'm going to join him. He's a commander. Oh, he's leading this. Oh, I'm going to join him. So this is actually the best way to get people to come to you on the map, because you'll be literally standing out on the map. So that's the thing about it. You're able to do and lead easily without having to go in Party Finder, LFG. No, in the map that you're in, put a commander tag, start leading. That's it. It's that simple. All they have to do is come over to you. They start coming in. I've been in those situations, and here's why I have the commander tag. And right here, I am in the raid lobby in the aerodrome with the commander tag for the first time, and my legendary backpack, so I look fucking epic. And this is when I started leading. I started leading raids to help people, teach people how to raid. Eventually, I liked this axe, so I took a screenshot of it. I started leading strikes. This is my strike missions leading. So since the commander tag, I started leading and teaching people how to do strike missions, or just doing it in general with the group, which also means I had to be in charge of sorting the group. Sorting the group in the sense that I had to choose specific roles and organize every subgroup. I was the one in charge. If someone didn't get buffs, it's my fault. You know why? Because I placed them in the wrong group. So you have the responsibility. Sometimes you have to understand, in this game, there are 5-man buffs and 5-man, generally 5-man shit. If I place someone alone in a subgroup, their buffs will be random. But if you place 5 people in one subgroup, like 5 names here in a straight line, one person will use a buff. It will apply to those 5 players, not the other 5. Because sometimes you want it to apply to specific people, right? Do you want to buff a healer? I don't think so. All right. But the healer can buff the others. So if you place the healer in a stupid way, he's not going to be able to give spotter to 4 other players, and it just fucks everything up. So you have to know all the raid buffs, all the specs. You have to know how to properly place people in the group. And that's what comes down with commander tag, is you're in charge of that. And so I started doing this. 1 banner slave, 1 alacron, 2 druids, 1 QFB, 1 chrono tank, rest DPS. And that's basically the comp that I went for. Does that mean certain raids or strike can't happen without a catmander to lead? You need a catmander. You just need one. Because if you want to do strikes, you have to have someone leading and organizing the group. So if you don't have one, you're gonna struggle. Just generally, and people won't trust you. They don't trust you if you don't have a catmander. You want the catmander. Otherwise, you're just untrustworthy, and they start to doubt you. So the best way to put your foot down is to let them know, yo, everyone chill the fuck out. I'm a catmander. I got you guys in your groups. You'll be fine. Also, by the way, 2 druids is not a exactly viable comp. You don't actually go 2 druids. You go 1 heal firebrand and 1 druid. So a little different here. But this was early stages. Right here, we were doing golem testing. We're testing DPS here. See, like, this guy has a commander tag above his head. Here's my fractals with some peeps. Oh yeah, this is the Gods Guild. Icebrute Saga Master Point. This is when Living World Season 4 is out. The last Living World Season 4, I mean. And finally, I made a Firebrand. I made a Condi Firebrand spec. And this is my first Guardian. Basically, it does conditional damage. It's fucking wild. And then I unlocked achievements. The Real Raiders of Tyria. And I was like, paw champ, I got the achievement. So I'm the Real Raider of Tyria. I was pretty happy about that. So I started fucking dominating with raids. I started going all in at this point. Like, I'm so invested into raids. It's pretty much all I did. And then I made an Alacran guide. And this was the YouTube thumbnail for it. And the Alacran guide teaches people. It's a 1-hour guide that I made on YouTube. And people really liked it. And this is the guide that a lot of people learned how to be an Alacran player. And it's so awesome. People still ask me to this day about Alacran. And this is one of my favorite classes in the whole game, Alacran. I started taking screenshots of my Staff 5, and this is my Alacran with the epic fucking staff. This staff you can only get on Doom. If you've killed Doom, the hardest raid boss in Guild Wars 2, you get the Doom staff. You have the chance to get it. And then once you rack up enough currency, you get it, and I got it, and I was so happy. This staff is something I've wanted for a long time, and I loved my staff, man. I fucking loved it. So I'm walking around, and they're like, oh my god, you have the staff! Oh my god, the staff, man! Oh, you know, it made me feel special, you know? Because this staff, not everyone can get the staff. Doom's a fucking tough-ass motherfucker. He shits on your ass. Oh, he doesn't play around. Doom's a little shitter. He beats your ass. Doom needs a lot of time to prog. So I was very happy when I got the staff. Oh, I was very excited. And then my thief came around. I made my thief. And of course, as you guys already know, I'm an assassin boy, so this is my assassin. And so, my thief, Auditore. I put the arrows in the back as glamour for the back piece. That's when I started playing Thief, and I started making Deadeye guides and Daredevil guides, and I learned how to play Thief correctly. And then I made a Condi Renegade. My first Renegade was Alacran. This is Condi. Condi is the damage version of Renegade. And this became my main job. My main class, rather. This became my main class for damage over time. And Condi Renegade is the damage over time god. It is. And this is like 43k DPS. It fucking shreds. It peaks. It doesn't stop. This class is god tier. And it became one of my favorites. And I consider it my main. Right here. Oh, guys. This part was very special to me. Let me explain this. This part, I'm with my static now for over a year. Okay? I'm with MAM, my static, for over a year. And they did something special for me. This is in Wing 7, Kadim 2. I told them, guys, I picked up Thief. I am now the Thief boy. Alright? And I was like, I'm going to be your DPS pylon. Now, Wing 7 has a very specific 3 areas of the map where you do Deadeye pylons. And I was like, guys, I am ready to become your pylon. And so I knelt in the middle of the fountain. Everyone staring at me, standing on the edges of the arena, summoning. What did they summon? The legendary rifle of Deadeye, the Predator. They gifted me the Predator. They gifted me the Predator, and I linked it in chat. At that point, I could not believe it. They gave me a legendary rifle. Close enough. This part to me, man. This part. Me and my static MAM, we bonded so hard here in this very moment. I was so thankful for everything. It's only a shame that we no longer are friends. At least with Rain. But this was my home. And this is Rain right here. With her Catman. This is the Catman I was talking about. And this is when it all happened, dude. It happened all right here, guys. And then I glamored my Condi Renegade. I became the blue chick. I became the blue plant. This was my wings, my legendary wings. So I have my legendary wings set. The ad infinitum, grinded that shit. And this was my glam. I glammed it up. And then I started learning how to be a proper Deadeye, which is my thief. And I did 32k DPS. 32k. I was already flowing. I was already flowing with this class. I was popping up. I became the DPS pylon main from the static for Wing 7. I became the Deadeye. And right here, in my hands, you can see the Predator. The Predator that they gifted me. The legendary rifle, the Predator. The best, greatest weapon in the entire game. I had it in my hands at that moment. Right there was the moment I knew I was getting into some shit. Because my damage is going to be through the fucking roof. When I got this shit, the legendary rifle, the Predator, that's when shit started going down. And I became the DPS god on those pylons. And there it is. Took screenshots like mad with it. Then, I glamored my new Condi Firebrand. This is my Condi Damage Firebrand. And I loved it. And then, I met this guy who wants to be a Deadeye. He saw me in game. He looked at me. He's like, yo man, cool weapon. And I told him, yeah, I raid as Deadeye Pylons. He's like, yo, you gotta let me know about it. And I actually sent him my Deadeye guide video. This guy I met randomly. Yep, and I told him, stand next to me, let me take a screenshot. I want to show my guild. Show your guild what? That you're my Deadeye Asuran buddy. Seems legit. And then, MSQ. This moment hurt me the most. Living World Season 4 ending. When it released, this part right here got to me. I was walking in a cinematic manner to witness Aurene, the dragon that we have loved all this time. They killed her off. This part was very emotional to me. This part really got me. When I looked around the corner and I saw Aurene spiked like this part got me good. I almost cried here. I'm not gonna lie. I think I did cry. I did this off stream. But this part got me. It still gets me looking at it now. I could not stand the idea that Aurene is no longer with us. This part was really sad. Fucked me up, man. Fucked me up hard. The voice acting, the music, everything here. Oh my god, dude. It really got me. Really got me. She's gone. Kaith goes down on her knees. She's gone. We no longer have Aurene. This part was incredibly sad to me. And here's Wing 7 on Deadeye. We started raiding. This is actually our first time raiding as Deadeye Pylons with my static. So I was a little nervous, you know, because they're kind of counting on me to be this Deadeye prodigy, right? I ain't gonna be making no fucking mistakes. I got the guide, I know the rotation, I know where to go, how to do the mechanic of Pylon. This is a very important role. Your role as a Pylon is very important. And this is my friend Rose, who is also my Deadeye Pylon buddy, and she was incredible. She is an incredible Pylon, and we always made fun of each other. Like, huh, I have more DPS than you, Alninio. I'm like, nope, you ain't. And then I start fucking busting damage, and we were constantly, the whole time, me and her, we would always compare our DPS. I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. And it's like, we may start making bets. If I go higher damage than you, you giving me that gold. Hey, you giving me that 10 gold. Gimme, gimme. And she was incredible. She's a really good Deadeye player. And so both of us were the Deadeye Pylons for our team. And Deadeye Pylon is a very primary role. It's required for this boss. You need at least 3 or 2 or 3. The third one can be whatever. It can be a Scourge and they go north. But the idea is there's 3 pylons. These things you see there, they're tethered. They're in southwest, southeast, and north. And each Deadeye has to be in it. And make sure that you're in it so the boss doesn't tether to it. If the boss tethers to it, the boss becomes invulnerable and you get knocked back and then shit's bad and then you lose damage and then it just sucks. So the Deadeye pylon roll is very important because not only do you have to maintain rotation, but you have to pick up an orb as well. So you have to dash to the orb, teleport to it, and then go back to your tether. But you cannot leave your tether for too long. If you leave this area for too long, it encases, boss tethers to it, and it sucks. So you have to be quick, and you have to pick up your orbs. If you don't pick up the orbs, the whole team gets fucked. So I had a role to do, right? I was nervous, but it was fun. And right here, I started playing Holosmith, made it into Geralt. So this was my Holosmith, and then I made a Mesmer for the first time. I started learning Mesmer. Maybe I could raid with it and stuff, I thought. And then I screenshot my Deadeye Kadim. See, this is the Deadeye Kadim build. And this is the build that you basically go if you're going to play Deadeye. And you have the traits, you select the traits, and then you select the abilities. This is my dash, my blink, all that. So I'm going to GW2 because actually they're like nice skins but don't feel powerful. They're only best for a few months. A little better than Savage Weapon. Oh yeah, the legendary weapons in Guild Wars 2 are permanently bis. You get it, that's it. No other thing can beat it. It will always be the best. So legendaries in Guild Wars 2, they're really satisfying. Like once you get it, they're like, oh my god, I literally have bis. I do so much damage, It's fucking incredible. And it's a bis that you can change stats for as well. So it's never just stuck. So yeah, the legendary weapon, dude, I fucked with that legendary. I really did. I loved my Deadeye so much. And this is my Soul Beast. This is my Ranger. I made a Ranger, and Soul Beast became my main class for Deimos. And I always played it in Deimos and Keep Construct and other bosses where you didn't have to move much because Soul Beast requires you to stand still and cast your Axe 5, which is huge damage. It's nice that you're bis forever, but it's also kind of become still. Understandable, yeah. That's a good point because in Final Fantasy, it's vertical progression. In Guild Wars 2, it's horizontal progression. So, yeah, they're different in that case, in that sense. Because here, once you get the item, it's always going to be bis. But yeah, with new raids and FF and stuff like that, that changes, for sure. But it's just cool that I can come back to this game right now and just raid and, be strong and not have to worry. I guess it's more, in a sense, you don't have to work for new stuff because you already have the best stuff. But you have to work for the Ascended. You do have to work for the Legendaries. But yeah, once you get them, that's it. Now then, at that point, you just basically raid and get more stuff for your other classes and other builds, which is basically what I do now, or what I did. But yeah, here I started doing story for my Soul Beast. I started learning Holosmith, figuring out how to do damage with Holo, and Holo was such an excellent DPS class. I loved it. I glamored it to look like Geralt from Witcher, and this is how it looked. This is my Geralt. And this is me sleeping as my thief. I posted this on my static Discord. Like, this is me waiting for Rain to ready check. Because Rain, our static leader, she had a habit of not pressing ready check immediately. Like, we'd wait, and no one would talk, and just waiting. Like, is the ready check gonna happen anytime soon? Like, no one said anything. I'm just sitting there waiting for the ready check. And so I thought I'd just meme, and she laughed about it, so that was cool. Deadeye, I'm practicing on the Golem, aka Dummy. It's called Golem in this game. So practicing rotation, getting damage, all that good stuff. And then I picked up Soul Beast, and at that point in time, my Soul Beast was fully ascended. And I started raiding with Soul Beast. So you can see I'm jumping from class to class to class. I'm learning new stuff. I'm picking up new classes, raiding with new classes. And then I glammed it. And this is my glamour as my Soul Beast. So I glammed it with a hoodie and kind of like a dark look, and I really liked it. So this is how it looked. And that's my Ranger. There you go. My ranger, I still love my ranger. It's my one of my favorite classes in the game. And then I locked Soul Beast to maximum. Boom. So now I have Soul Beast ready to raid. So I started doing rotation. I started practicing how to optimize my damage. And I started typing in the keyboard G5, R4, E, F3, F2. Because I'm trying to remember the rotation. So I type it down and I basically just do it. And so I do this rotation and you do shit ton of damage. Look, 30k DPS. 30k DPS from just the beginning. The opener is the highest. So your opener reaches like 60k almost. The opener for Soul Beast is no joke. Like I reach 60k, but then the damage falls off. So consider it like every burst window. Every burst window, you do like 60k damage. It's fucking absurd. Like your burst window is crazy on Soul Beast. It's no joke, especially under raid buffs. And then I unlocked, I think, yeah, this was like a home, our MAM home. We had like housing, and this was our house. So we had our house right here. This is my Sylvari. Angry chickens. Oh yeah, there was like a joke quest. There were angry chickens chasing me, right? And they would do so much damage to me. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it turned out that this was a meme made by the devs. They had angry chickens doing fucking 5 million K crit damage, and my health is I'm about to die. They were beating my ass. These chickens were not fucking around. Those chickens were tough. And then here, we're doing more Auric Basin. Daredevil Guide. Here's where I made my Daredevil Guide. I taught people how to play Thief. I made a guide on this, and I took a screenshot. This is how you play Daredevil. You guys can find this all on YouTube, by the way. The guides, all of it. I made multiple raid class guides. My last one is Reaper. But yeah, that's my Thief. My character was stuck in T-pose here because I picked up an aviator. People do this all the time. You drop an aviator on the ground, and if you click on it while trying to loot the chest, you click on the aviator, and your character puts it on, and he does a T-pose. And does like weird fucking noise, like zoom, zoom. Like character literally makes those noises as if like he's an airplane. That's like part of the aviator set. It's fucking hilarious. I just got stuck there. Oh yeah, I found this guy. His name is Kuwaiti Boy. So I took a screenshot. I'm like, wow, he's Kuwaiti. That's kind of badass. Daredevil staff, took another screenshot. I was obsessed. Oh yeah, I got the bow staff. This staff is the ascended version of my original staff. So I got the bow staff, which is actually insane. That I managed to get it because it required a bunch of grinding. It did. You had to do a lot of dragon stand with this one. Dragon stand spam. You had to have resources. Eventually I got it, and so now I am Biz on Thief, and it felt great. Condi Renegade, I made a guide. This is my Condi Renegade. I made a updated guide, version 2, because Condi Renegade got buffed. Torment got buffed, and people were asking me, Alninio, could you make another guide? And so I did, and this guide did really well, almost like 20k views or something on this one. I'm losing my voice, but yeah. And then here's the lamp. I was the lamp man for my Thief, man. I was the lamp man. I was the Deadeye man. I was all of it. Anything that required you to do Thief mechanics in Wing 6 and Wing 7, I did it. I was the Thief of my static. I was the Thief. So I started doing pylons. I started doing lamp. I was down for all of it. I also did Deadeye kiting, and I made guides on that as well. So I was all over the place with that. And then obviously here's my build. My crit chance is 107%. Literally, I'm critting so fucking hard. I was like, okay, this shit's nuts. My build was fucking out of line. My damage is so high. I took a screenshot of this short build because I think it looked really cool, and I said I wanted it. So I still want it for my Condi Renegade, to be honest. Still haven't got it, but I love this short bow. It's the best legendary short bow in my opinion. More builds. Oh yeah, my Mesmer. This is my Mesmer at max level. It's 40 right now, but I made it level 80. But Mesmer was cool. I started learning Mesmer, how to play Chrono, how to be good at it, and I never was really good at it. It's hard class, and I glammed it. I made my Mesmer look like a ninja, with this hairstyle like a ninja chrono, I guess. But I liked my glam. I thought it was badass. And then I fantasia'd my Reaper. I made my Reaper a female Sylvari, and I got a cool sword. And so this is now my female Reaper. And Reaper became one of my all-time favorite DPS classes. Now, as you guys know, in Final Fantasy, we have Reaper too. But we had Reaper in Guild Wars 2 before, and you'd be shocked. Because we have Shroud form too. We have a Shroud form as well in Guild Wars 2. And that happened before even Endwalker. So we had this spec for a long time. So this is the OG Reaper. And this is my new glam. I glammed it up. And I loved my Sylvari so much. I loved it. Took a screenshot with Deadeye because I loved it. These are mechanics for... Look at the mechanics. Yeah. This is the mechanics for CM 98. And basically what you had to do here is peeps had to be in every capture point. Each one has to be in one while dodging the balls, while dodging the AoEs. And so I already captured mine here. And because I finished capture mine, I would help the others capture. But you had to avoid the red balls, so you have to move in between them, dodge the AoEs by actually evading. And there's a shockwave happening in the middle. You see that yellow outline here? It pulses out, and it beats your ass and knocks you back. So what you have to do here, this is actually a jump mechanic. You press space. You jump over it. You literally jump over it. Yes, I'm not kidding. And that's where I love the mechanics of this game. You are able to jump over mechanics. You can either jump or dodge, by the way. Both works. I just jumped because I didn't want to waste endurance bar. So you can jump over mechanics. And I love the idea of this. So I was a big fan of this fight. Really, really good fight. 98 CM is awesome. Someone whispered me in game here and I took a screenshot. Good evening. I apologize in advance for the bother. I just finished watching your guide, I believe for the 5th time already, and I wanted to personally thank you and congratulate you for the professional and hard work. Hats off from a newbie who aspires to improve himself. Wishing you a lovely evening. It's amazing how many people actually checked out my raid guides and how many people actually benefited from them. I taught people how to play multiple classes at this point. At this point, I'm like almost 2 years in at this point. 2 or 3 years. No. No, really. I even showed the mail. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I wouldn't bullshit like that. But yeah, and I responded back to him. It's all good. Thanks for... And then I couldn't scroll down. But yeah. And then I made a guide. Deadeye Lamp. Deadeye Pylons. So those guys were really, really useful for a lot of people because on YouTube right now there wasn't much like guys for it. Altair, I found my other brother. He was a hooded assassin. And we were vibing in the raids lobby. Here's my Sylvari Herald. I made a Herald with a sword and shield. And you actually needed a Herald for Deimos in Wing 4, raid boss. And the purpose of the Herald was to... what was it called again? You had to bait stuff by being the furthest in range. You had to bait hands that come from the ground. So it applies to the furthest player away from the boss. But you also have to survive it. And how do you survive it? Play Herald. Play Herald with Ventari. You literally don't die. And that's how you survive it. Your job was to literally bait those hands. If you're not a Herald, you will die. I have to start identifying myself playing raids or dungeons. There's plenty of codes and strange words. People wanted to get paid. Selling. Oh, you're talking about selling CM, selling raids. Yeah, don't join those. Just join a prog group. But you're not going to be able to join prog groups nowadays in Guild Wars 2. The people that raid right now are hardcore raiders. They know their shit. And so I pushed myself really hard to become a raider because it wasn't easy for me to get into initially. It was very hard. No joke. But I loved raiding. So I was like, you know what? I'm literally going to put all my fucking time into this. And I did. I put all my time into this and it paid off. Because at the end of the day, I met awesome people. I joined my static and it was incredible. Oh yeah, here I completed my jump puzzle for the first time. I was excited.
Biggest hurdle in most MMOs. Biggest barrier of entry. That's true, yeah. But especially in Guild Wars 2. Because there has been no new raids in the past 3 years. And so it's on your ass. Like in Final Fantasy, it's easier to get into P1S right now, for example. You can just put a prog, you know? It's a new raid. People are going to be new to it, all that. In Guild Wars 2, the raids are old. So if you're not a good raider, you're gonna get kicked. Like, it's just that simple. You have to join a Discord server that teaches you the mechanics and actually do training runs with you, because you're not gonna be able to do it in Party Finder. Forget it. If you want to take raiding serious in this game, you have to go the extra measure, which I ended up doing. And I joined Static as well, thanks to Dan, who told me about MAM. So being part of the Static also helped me learn the game even more. Here I started farming for my Sky Scale. I was like, damn, I gotta work on the Sky Scale. So Sky Scale is the mount. It's a very, very grindy mount. And I got it. I got the Sky Scale. I finally got it after so much grinding. I finally have my flying mount. And I was hyped. Because everyone's running around with Sky Scale. And the moment I got this shit, I was ready to play the game. I was ready to do some crazy open world shit. So I ended up getting the Sky Scale. It was a hell of a grind. Look, right here, for semi-speed clear static Germany, stuff like that. But someone posted an LFG here saying, look what he said. Counter Alninio Auditory Wing 4 clear, no KP needed. Because my group said, you are required to ping me 50 KP to play with us. 50 KP means 50 kill proof. I need kill proof that you've killed this boss. And he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't ping me KP. He wouldn't tell me if he killed the boss before. So I was like, what are you doing? Like, the party finder literally asked that you have to ping me KP, and that's the rule of the system. That's the rule in Guild Wars 2. You have to ping KP. And he wouldn't do it. He said, oh, I don't want to ping KP. I don't want to ping KP. Just let me play, man. Just let me play, bro. I'm like, bro, like, I can't do this. You can't just join me and not have KP. You have to have kill proof. You have to. I don't know how skilled you are or any of that. I'm not just going to gamble and hope this guy is good. He's like, no, man, just let me play. And so I kick him because he didn't ping me KP. He didn't have proof of kill of the boss. For all I know, he could have just been a shitter. And he could have been a really bad player. You have to ping KP. And at the end, he said, oh, counter Alninio. No KP needed. 0 KP. Yeah, I wonder how that group even went, by the way. Because this is he's literally having people join that have no kill proof. Like, imagine they would be stuck on this forever. Because they literally have, like, new people joining and stuff. So, that's the idea in LFG and Guild Wars 2, is you have to have kills. And if you don't have kills, I'm not going to waste my time with you because I'm not sure if you know how to do the boss. And I was commander, right? So you can see I have the commander tag. So it's my responsibility that this team gets the kill. And if they don't, people start leaving. And I think, well, what, this guy, why did you keep him? Why? He doesn't know how to fight. He doesn't know the fight. Why did you invite him? Yeah, and then I start getting the blame. So I'm not going to put myself in that position. So the best choice was to kick him. And then he got fucking mad and posted another LFG to say counter Alninio. I was like, okay, bruh. I was like, what the fuck? See in the chat right here? This is KP. See this guy, @com the Bashful? He posted 88 fragments of Soul's Burden. What this means is that he has 88 kill proof. He's killed the boss 88 times. Right? Or close to 88, because sometimes you get random tokens, sometimes 1 to 5. But generally speaking, he has around 88 kills of this boss. So I keep him because the group asked for 50 kill proof. You don't need 50. He posts more than 50. You stay. It's that simple. All right? That's how I make a group that's able to kill a boss. And so this guy getting pissed was funny to me, so I screenshotted it. But anyway, here's me and Dan. That's my static homie member. That's my boy. He's Deadeye, and I'm Deadeye. We were like doing DPS together. And then I got the Sky Scale Aurene Prismatic skin. And I was so excited about this one because it was gifted to me by Logas.
my other static friend as well. And then I started doing crazy shit. I started dyeing my mount. And I dyed it to look good with my Revenant. So at this point, I'm like end game, dude. I'm like end game. I'm peaking. I know my rotations, I know my classes, I have Biz, I have the mount, I can dye the mount. So I felt, wow, you know, this is fucking awesome. Started learning Condi Deadeye. Condi Deadeye, by the way, is fucking insane. So I started learning that right here. And this is how I glammed it. And Condi Deadeye is a fucking high DPS class, really high. Condi Deadeye with pistol, don't fuck with that shit, dude. It slaps over 45k DPS. Play this on Soulless Horror if you dare. You'd be risking a lot. It's very risky, but I did it. I played Condi Deadeye in Wing 5, Soulless Horror. That shit beats your ass. It's not a joke. Like, especially with this class, if you press pistol dagger 3, it will teleport you back, and it can teleport you backstep into a mechanic, and then you die. So how did you play around that? When you press 3 to not get teleported back, you had to jump at the same time. So you press 3, jump to cancel the backstep, right? So you'd still be in the same spot. So that's how I played around it. Oh, top DPS, baby. Top DPS all fucking day. And this was a strikes group. I'm the commander tagging for this, so I organized this group. I was playing Deadeye, Condi Deadeye, on for the first time, so I can practice with this class. And you can see in the chat, like, I'm organizing everything. You go Alacron, you do this, yeah, then go back to Alak Mirage on next bosses. So you essentially organize what people play and how the subgroups would be. So in this case, for example, let's give you an example. I have a Druid giving Spotter to 4 other players. We have Banner Warrior. We have Alacron. The Alacron would give Ferocity to the members. And then down here, we have a Spotter from the Soul Beast. So because we have 2 groups with Soul Beast, people can be a little bit more spread out, and that's fine. But we have to make sure that quickness is given to both groups. So how do we do this? This Krona right here for group 2, he's giving quickness to 5 people in this subgroup. Guaranteed, because he's in this subgroup. Subgroup 3 will have quickness from the Quickfire brand, and they're going to get quickness from those 5. So if you, for example, if you move this Chrono in group 3, you'd basically be griefing, because subgroup 2 will have 0 quickness. You would be throwing. You would be literally griefing your party. And it's your job as commander to place people in the right spots so you don't cock the group. So that's very important. So that means you have to know every class, what every class does, the boons, the buffs, the raid buffs. You have to be smart. So make sure that you know this shit before you commander tag. And you can't commander tag anyway unless you put in the effort. And obviously we had a Scourge here, by the way. Because the Scourge, what he would do is he would help against the mechanic versus Bone Skinner. Because it's fucking huge. Epi is no joke. Epi Scourge is nuts. So Scourge here is an easy pick against Bone Skinner. And then I glam my Deadeye to have a hoodie, and I started playing Condi Deadeye, trying to glam it up if I wanted this or if I wanted the hoodie. So what did I want? What did I want? I eventually stuck with the hoodie because I like the red patterns on the black. So this is my Condi Deadeye. And I learned how to prog with it, and then I did Icebrute Saga, and I looked badass. And then I learned Elementalist. I tried to make her look like Triss Marigold from Witcher. I tried my best to do that. And then I made another Warrior Guide. This is Warrior Guide Evolved. Because Warrior got changes, and I had to make an updated guide. How is Warrior now? And surprise, it's still fucking Pog. This was like the patch, the big raid patch, that I had to update my guides, because otherwise they'd be outdated. And so this was my Warrior. This was my Warrior with the 7 Reapers Greatsword, the God tier Greatsword, and it was wonderful. And then obviously we also made a Condi Deadeye footage, started showing footage, and then I unlocked the seat. The seat. You can only get the seat if you have completed every Wing 7 on CM, which means you have to kill Wing 7 bosses at CM difficulty. And you have to get every achievement in Wing 7. And then you get this. This part was me, because Wing 7 is my favorite wing, with the best raids ever. I was excited for this. I was very happy. I sit down, I'm looking alpha. Look at me. I look alpha. Look at me. They look at me like this. Who's gonna want to fuck with me now? I'm the Wing 7 god, baby. I'm the Deadeye Pylon. I'm the Soul Beast on Edina. I am the Condi Firebrand. I am the Condi Renegade. On whatever his name is, the Wind guy. Fuck. Wind Jin. All of it. Sabir. That's his name. And that's it. And then I started fucking seeing these people glam. I started taking a screenshot of them. I thought it was fucking hilarious. We got Superman. We got this dude. And I'm sitting there like busting. I'm laughing my ass off. I will never unsee this art. And then guess who this is, guys? Who is this? It's XQC. And when I saw this shit and the way he was typing, he was like, okay, dude. Okay, dude. And then when I saw this shit, dude, I died laughing. And this is Asmund Bald. Asmund Bald. And I saw him, I was like, wow. Asmund Bald started playing Guild Wars 2? Unbelievable. So we got Asmund Bald coming in hot in Divinity's Reach. I was like, oh my god. Epic Mount. And then I saw Wonder Woman, Princess Diana glam. I was like, wow, these guys are excellent. Streamer fight. Live stream fails Reddit. Here it is. Big drama. XQC versus Asmund Bald. They were fucking pulling their weapons out. They were going for like a fight. Like, oh, I'm the better streamer. No, I'm the better streamer. I'm the better streamer. I was dying laughing at this shit. When I came in here and I saw this shit, dude. This is the Guild Wars 2 community, man. They're fucking hilarious. It's Goblinos, Ooga Booga. I'm like, try to imitate. His name is Big Schnauzer XQCL. I was laughing my ass off when this shit happened. And he started playing the music. Give me the love tonight. It's like the XQC outro. He was playing that. Oh man, this shit was funny. And then you have Doctor Strange and Doctor Doom. They were like doing this shit. It's hilarious. And then I made my another Condi Renegade guide. Another Condi Renegade guide. And this was the last one. This was the last Condi Renegade guide I made. And also the time when I picked up Final Fantasy. This is when it happened. It was right here. At this very moment. My last and final screenshot. This was the day I picked up Final Fantasy. And I learned about it, and here we are today. So that's my journey, guys. That is my journey. My full journey of Guild Wars 2. Wow. What a journey. And that's my Guild Wars 2 story, everybody. It was a lot of ups and downs. We went through a lot. We went through static. We played with the static. We learned the new classes. Picked up all the new shit, the new jobs. Now you've seen it all. And it's going to be a YouTube video, yeah. Full Guild Wars 2 story. Full, comprehensive, in detail. In detail. So yeah, that was it, guys. That was it. So Guild Wars 2 will always have a special place in my heart. I've had some of the biggest memories in this game. Some of the greatest things that ever happened. And it all started with this game. All started with Guild Wars 2. And I just realized I've been streaming for 10 hours. I had not even realized. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I have static rates tomorrow. I have static rates tomorrow. I'm gonna mess around a bit off stream, and then I will be, yeah, I'm gonna do that because you told me. I'm gonna be doing that first, and then I'm gonna head to sleep, guys, because I am exhausted. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We will be continuing our P4S Prague, and be sure to check out my Discord server right here. Oh, sorry, I tapped that wrong. So Discord server, and here is my YouTube as well. Where will we be posting shit? I was gonna post something tonight, but it's already getting really late, so I can't be posting. Man's gotta sleep. Man's gotta go. Man's gotta go. Thank you, Rye. I appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much for today as well, dude. And hope you all have a good night. I'll catch you in the arena.
Peace out. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Love y'all.